Welcome to Mini Movies. Today I'm going to explain a British zombie horror film called The Resort. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with news reporters running to cover a breaking story. The most famous resort has a security breach and is about to undergo the Brimstone Protocol. The resort is a unique place where zombies are held captive to entertain humans who like to shoot at them. 10 years ago, a virus, the Cromosyn, caused the deadliest pandemic that took the lives of billions of people. The virus, on infection of human beings, brings them back to life, but in a zombie state that's hungry for flesh. The virus lives in the saliva and spreads from zombies to humans through bites. This outbreak started a deadly war between humans and zombies and was eventually won by humans when the Brimstone Protocol was activated. That involved the bombing of zombie-infested areas. The aftermath of this war was the deaths of almost 2 billion people and a complete wipeout of zombies, except for the few held captive in the resort for entertainment. The resort is the brainchild of its CEO Valerie Wylon, who created this luxurious resort to monetize the existence of zombies. The resort provides all the facilities but charges thousands of dollars for its main attraction, hunting down the zombies. Valerie is known as a hero for creating an economy from something as deadly as the war. She is also praised as she runs a charity organization at the resort called Hope for You that helps refugees worldwide. On the not-so-bright side, one of the aftermaths of the war was that some people, like Melanie, have never been able to move on from the war. Melanie lost her father as he was turned into a zombie, and she still has nightmares. As a result, Melanie is the last one left in the focus group of people who have PTSD from the war. Frustrated with her depression, Melanie decides to give the resort a chance, as she feels like killing zombies might be the thing that finally helps her move on. Melanie reaches the resort with her fiancé Lewis, who also fought in the war. Two video gamers, Jack and Alfie, earn the trip to the resort by winning a video game competition. The two young boys are instantly attracted to Sadie, who is on her honeymoon alone, as her fiancé broke up with her right before the trip. The quietest and the elder in the group is Archie, a veteran of the war who visits the resort often, as he claims that killing zombies is all he knows to do. After a luxurious hotel stay, the guests meet at the orientation at dinner. Here, they meet Valerie, the CEO. Archer notices that Sadie is sneaking off to the control room while everyone outside enjoys the displays of zombies being killed and elaborate fireworks. Sadie has a card that allows her to access the control room, and she inserts a device into one of the computers. Sadie has private access codes and hacks and downloads data onto her device. Unfortunately, Sadie is unaware that the encrypted device also uploads data onto the computers, creating a system error. The tech guys notice a glitch, but choose to ignore it for fear of getting reprimanded by Valerie. The next day, the guests are guided on a tour by Tom into a jungle with fences and zombies around them. Except for Sadie and Melanie, every guest begins shooting at the zombies and enjoys the experience. Melanie can't pull the trigger as she thinks her father is one of the zombies and finds it odd that they look directly at her. Archie shows the most experience as he takes perfect shots at zombies. While the guests enjoy their hunting experience, things at the control center have become unhinged. The team realized that their system had been breached and they couldn't regain control over it. The main gate to the control room and the resort can't be closed. The locks and chains on the zombies are opened, and the flock of zombies swarms in the control room and the resort. Valerie selfishly locks herself in a room while zombies devour her entire team. Guests and employees are all bit and turn into more zombies. The breach in the system automatically activates the Brimstone Protocol, and in a few hours, the entire resort will be bombed, killing everyone in it. Unaware of this havoc, the group enjoys a campfire under the stars. Melanie joins Sadie, and they share a heartfelt conversation. Sadie explains how she couldn't kill a zombie, as she believes that killing a zombie makes them murderers too, and it won't take long for this hunting experience to turn into actual living people. Just then, they see a zombie coming towards them. Sadie pulls out her handgun, but can't pull the trigger. Archer shoots the zombie and saves the girls. Everyone is now up, and outside their camp, they're shocked to find a swarm of zombies heading towards them. Tom is surprised that the fences are breached and tries to contact the control room, but fails. Sadie saves Melanie from being bitten, and the group climbs on top of the Jeep. Unfortunately, Alfie gets bit by a zombie before he can climb. Jack is devastated and sees his friend's limp body on the ground. The rest of the group shoots at zombies all through the night. The following day, everything is quiet as the group of dead zombies lies around the Jeep. Tom informs them that the Brimstone Protocol has been activated and they have very little time to get off the island. Archer leads the way as Tom finds the best route on his map to lead them to the dock. On the way, they reach a car that's crashed into the fence. They make their way through it, but are attacked by zombies. Tom is the first one of the group to get bitten. Before everyone can grasp what happened, Lewis shoots Tom in the head. Melanie is horrified by Lewis's actions, but he explains that they're at war again, and killing humans before they turn into zombies is a kindness. Archer nods as he agrees. As they begin walking again, Sadie is seen slowing down. Archer decides to confront her in front of the others, and reveals that he's seen her sneaking into the control room. Sadie then reveals that she's a member of the undead rights activist group called Living 2. Members of her group had given her a device and instructed her to download some data. The group's purpose was to expose the truth behind the resort and its CEO. However, Sadie said that she had no idea the device would hack into the system and cause a security breach. She said that her group members betrayed her and put her life in danger. Everyone is furious at her, as she's the reason why so many people have died. Melanie, however, says that she won't be leaving anyone behind, and that includes Sadie. The group reaches a building that was a shootout location for zombies. They're separated from each other as zombies surrounded the building. Archer, Melanie, and Lewis manage to sneak out to the entrance of the safe underground location where they're headed towards. Jack and Sadie, however, find themselves being chased by a herd of zombies. Sadie, unfortunately, is bitten by a zombie. She asks Jack to run away and entrusts him with her device. Jack joins the rest, and the group manages to climb underground after escaping the herd of zombies by an inch. The hall is very dark, but they run ahead blindly to save themselves. They end up in a room with many cages for zombies, and the room's temperature is extremely hot with ovens around them. They move further into the room, but a zombie attacks Jack and bites him. Jack hands Melanie the device that Sadie left behind and passes on the message that the data on the device needs to get out into the world. Jack then dies, but begins turning into a zombie, and Archer has to shoot him unwillingly. Now, only Archer, Melanie, and Lewis remain. They follow the tunnels and surprisingly head into the refugee camp where they first came into the resort. This is the instant where the group realizes the truth. The CEO, Valerie, has been lying and bringing refugees into the made-up charity camp and injecting them with the virus to turn them into zombies. The ovens are used to age the zombies and make people believe that they belong to the original war. Valerie conducted this entire deception to maintain a steady supply of zombies to entertain humans at the resort. Melanie recalls what Sadie said about being a murderer even if you kill a zombie, and couldn't agree more with her now. Before the three can take in this information, a herd of zombies erupts from the camps and attacks them. They hold a door closed with their body weight as the herd pushes against it. Suddenly, Lewis leaves his post at the door and runs away selfishly, leaving his fiancée behind. Archer urges Melanie to run too, but Melanie won't listen. He promises her that he'll be right behind her, but she needs to run first. Melanie agrees and runs, but Archer stays back, opens the door, and runs into the crowd of zombies. Melanie reaches the lobby with 16 minutes left on the clock, where she finds Lewis again. Lewis begins apologizing for leaving her behind, but Melanie notices that he's already been bit. She points a gun at him, but cannot shoot. She gives the gun to him, and Lewis kills himself by placing the gun under his jaw, knowing that he can't survive. As Melanie runs away from the zombies chasing her, she gets pulled into the room that Valerie is hiding in. Valerie claims that this is an emergency exit, and they can use it to get to the dock. However, Melanie accuses Valerie of killing innocent people for her monetary gains, and won't team up with her even to escape. The two fight for the gun, but the zombies enter the room and kill Valerie. Melanie runs out of the emergency exit with a few seconds to go, while being chased by all the zombies left on the resort. The Brimstone Protocol is activated, and multiple bombs go off on the island. Melanie saved her life by jumping into the water as the island explodes behind her. Just a second later, rescue helicopters fly overhead, and one of them comes close to Melanie, indicating that she's been rescued. 3 weeks later, we see a bar. To our surprise, Archer is sitting at the bar, alive and well. He watches the TV as news updates are displayed. The same reporter from the movie's first scene is now giving updates on the resort. She explains how the Brimstone Protocol destroyed the resort with only one survivor, Melanie. Melanie used the data on the device to expose Valerie and her fake charity organization. Melanie says that we lost our humanity in the war and warns people that a second war is imminent. The movie ends with a broadcast from another news channel that shows a herd of zombies attacking people. Melanie was right. A second war between humans and zombies has begun.